Since we had the timed essay assigned a long time ago, I was able to prepare quite a few materials for myself. I managed to compile a small list of the most noteworthy or impressionable quotes, which I assumed might be useful to me during the writing process. Another small file I prepared for myself was a very concise breakdown of all the scenes, including page numbers and small notes, briefly describing how exactly the part was noteworthy and how it relates to the rest of the text. Apart from preparing my own resources, I went through ones provided by students, both from within and outside my section, which included a fairly expansive summarization of the plot and a very nice model essay. I briefly looked at the review slides, which we made together as a class, and Mr. Knight's compiled page reference, but since I had already compiled a more expansive one on my own, I did not really use his. Lastly, and most importantly, I went through the whole lot of worksheets and questions we were given while reading Lysistrata. In total, for the entire preparation, I would say I spent upwards of about 10 hours. Unfortunately, however, since I personally did not find the topics to be very engaging to provide room for much argumentation, I was not really able to use the quote list I had prepared, though I was able to utilize the plot summarization fairly effectively. As for the model essay I read, it also came in handy as it provided me with an example of the essay structure. Similarly, after going through the feedback from the minor assignment, I think I got a better idea at how to form a more clear and well argued point, which taught me how to again organize and structure my viewpoints better. As for the timed writing, I was a little bit nervous, as I usually am with tests and overall examination. The 80 minutes went by fairly smoothly. The only issue, which in my opinion was a major one, was the fact that the topics were very one sided. They weren't very nuanced, as everyone would be writing the same thing in a very similar or even the same way. Also, as a personal statement, I didn't really like the topics given, and think that the previous topic relating to human nature, which is given out for exercise, would have been a better choice. I really do not think I could do anything much differently to improve on my learning or writing capabilities, but with the receival of the feedback and grade, I hope that that would change since I strive to always improve, no matter how big or small that improvement might be. As for what I would like to repeat, I would persist with the development of my own documents since it is way easier to remember something you yourself have written. Last but not least, another thing I hope to repeat would be to go to bed early so that I can again be well rested and with a clear mind during the next time we write an essay.